Hi, this is Ha. This is the first video series of our Aruba hands-on lab enablement for our Aruba partner. We focus to the ClearPass and Aruba iOS 8 integration. Before we start, there are some notes that I would like to highlight to our team here. This hands-on lab is designed for partner SE who meet the below requirement. For Aruba SE who is post-sale engineer and have the ClearPass experience, or Aruba Partner SE who already attend the ClearPass Essential training or have the ACCP certified, and Aruba SE who familiar with Aruba ClearPass and Wi-Fi portfolio. And I also strongly recommend for Partner SE who has the lab that can be replicate this setup into the lab. The lab come with two parts. The first part is a basic setup of ClearPass and iOS 8. This will be done and not required the partner SE to do anything during the hands-on lab. The part 2 is Aruba ClearPass iOS 8 integration lab for common use case, and this one will be are included for two session, two part. Part 2A focus to the basic workflow, and part 2B is advanced workflow. So today let's go to the first part, how to set up the remote access into the hands-on lab, right? First of all, during the session, each of the partner SE will be assigned to a group ID, and this hands-on lab can be catered for up to 6 partner SE. Secondly is that to be able to get access into the lab, each partner SE will need to download the Aruba VIA to be able to access to the remote lab. For Windows user, please download it directly from Aruba ASP with the link below. For user using the Apple Mac OS X, you can go to Apple Store and search for Aruba VIA and download directly from there. So this could be the setting that you need to configure of your VIA to be able to get access into the lab. The first one, when you run your VIA, you can click to the download VIA profile to start and enter the public IP address of the lab, which is 15.136.176.19. If you see the cert warning message, just ignore and click continue. Enter the credential. The username will be the Aruba SG Lab. The password will be shared before the session. Each session will have different password, so please take note to ask me for the password for those who don't have the password yet. And after that, you will be successfully create the VPN session to the lab. So once you have the VPN session successfully, the next step, you will need to RDP into the Windows 10 Zoom host. Now, please take note that each of your group ID will have your own Zoom host, right? So the IP address of each group will be 172.25.9.2x. Please take note, X is your group ID. The username will be the partner lab slash group X staff, and the password will be 123456. On the Zoom host, I already installed the Chrome as a default browser. You will use this one to access to the ClearPass to the VMM via the web browser, web GUI, right? The Zoom host also has the putty for the SSH access. And for each Zoom host, there will be two network. One is for OOB, so please don't touch or don't disable this network because you are RDP to this Zoom host via this network. Another network will be the Wi-Fi adapter. This one is for your own testing after you've done your configuration later on. Right, so this will be the SSH and web GUI access to your ClearPass VMM, and VMC. So again, please take note, each of you will have your own group ID, which is X. So please take note to remember and access to your correct group ID. For for each group, you will have two CPPM, one VMM, two VMC, and of course your Windows 10 RDP. The CPPM IP address will be 172.25.x.61, which is the first CPPM, and second CPPM will be 62, right? VMM will be .58, VMC1.51, and VMC2.52. The web GUI credential will be admin and password will be Aruba. Remember, A is capital at 123. Of course, for your Windows 10 RDP, remember your access, your credential to access will be group X staff and password is 123456. And this is the physical network diagram of the lab. So as you can see from here, there will be the core switch where I already configured all the VLAN and layer 3 for routing. And the edge switch where we have the access point connect to this one, powered by the PoE switch. And again, all the layer 2 VLAN already been configured and allowed on the trunk between the access switch and the core switch. And we have the ESXi server where we run the Windows AD server for DNS and DHCP function. And at the same time, on this ESXi we also use to run the VMM, VMC, and the ClearBus VM for 6 group. And of course, the Windows 10 jump host also running on this ESXi server. The 7005 gateway is the Aruba gateway we use to provide the internet access as well as the VPN via VIA to access to the lab. This is a logical lab, right? You will have the layer 2 and layer 3 visibility, and you will see for each group, right? You will have two ClearPass, and the VLAN could be 29OX. X is your group ID. The VMM also belong to VLAN 29OX. VMC1 and VMC2, the uplink could be configured as a trunk. Okay. And for the RDP, it will belong to VLAN 2909, and it's belong to OOB network. The below one you see, right? All the AP are configured to belong to VLAN 100. So the AP will get IP address belong to VLAN 100, and later when you log into your VMM, you will see the AP already associated and under managed by your VMC. At the same time, the below are 7 SSID that you are going to configure. Alright, so let me demonstrate to you how to set up the VIA, right, for the VPN. Okay, so first of all, you can click to this one and enter the IP address of the VPNC 15.136.176.19. Download. Click continue. Username, let me check again, right? Okay, so as you can see from here, Aruba HG Lab. Okay, enter here, Aruba HG Lab. The password, right, will be shared during the session. Download and click to connect. For Mac, just click allow. So once you've done that one, you already have connect VPN to the lab. Okay, so you can check your connectivity from here. Make sure that the IP address assigned belong to the range 192.168.155.8. Alright. Now let's try to RDP into one of the um, jump hosts. So I will RDP to the client number 8 here. So as you can see, I RDP successfully, and from here, this will be the jump host that you will use for all the configuration. Right. For this jump host number 8, there is no Wi-Fi, but for your Zoom host, you should see the Wi-Fi adapter for the testing purpose. Okay, as you can see, I don't have the Wi-Fi adapter here, but for your case, you should see the Wi-Fi adapter here. Okay. All right, so that's all for the first one. All right, we will go to the second session later.